Within hours of the news breaking, a single video clip began circulating everywhere across social media. Peter Cullen's voice as Optimus Prime, delivering a message to any surviving Autobots taking refuge among the stars. "We are here. We are waiting." Fans shared it again and again, turning a line from a children's cartoon into something that suddenly felt like a real goodbye. On 26 August 2026, Peter Cullen died peacefully at his home in Los Angeles at the age of 85. This is the story of his extraordinary career and the wave of nostalgia his passing set loose across an entire generation of fans. When Michael Bay's live-action Transformers arrived in cinemas in 2007, it introduced Cullen's Optimus Prime to a massive new audience. Alongside a young human cast including Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox, who played Michaela Baines. The film became a genuine cultural phenomenon, and its 2009 sequel, Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen, cemented the franchise's place as one of the defining blockbuster series of its era. Fox's two films within the franchise remain some of the most fondly remembered entries by fans. And her scenes alongside Cullen's motion-captured, digitally rendered Optimus Prime helped anchor the emotional core of those early films for millions of moviegoers who grew up watching them in cinemas. In the days following Cullen's death, tributes poured in from across the internet. But it's worth being precise about exactly what that looked like. As of this video, Megan Fox has not released an individual, widely publicized personal tribute specifically addressing Cullen's passing. What has genuinely happened is something a little different. A broad wave of nostalgic retrospectives, fan-made video edits, and shared clips from the original 2007 and 2009 films, with fans and film critics revisiting the entire era of that franchise, including Fox's performances as part of remembering what those films meant to them. It's less a single individual tribute and more a collective act of communal nostalgia, the kind that naturally surrounds the loss of a figure as foundational to a franchise as Cullen was. That distinction matters. It's easy in the noise of social media for genuine collective grief and remembrance to get mistaken for something more specific than it actually is. The tributes that did pour in directly were widespread and heartfelt. One fan wrote that they'd been putting off sleep out of fear of hearing about another loss, admitting the news had hit them the moment it happened. Another described Cullen's body of work with genuine reverence, listing his roles from Optimus Prime to Eeyore to his 1990s Little Engine That Could performance, saying simply that they'd admired his work for years. A recurring sentiment echoed across platforms captured the strange, heavy feeling of losing several beloved public figures in close succession that week, with one fan writing plainly that the hits just kept coming, before offering their own farewell, "Rest in peace, big guy." According to his agent, Kevin Motley, Peter Cullen died on Wednesday, 26 August, at his home in Los Angeles. His death was first reported by TMZ and confirmed shortly after by The Hollywood Reporter, Variety, and the Associated Press. No specific cause of death has been publicly disclosed. In a statement shared through his family, Cullen was remembered with words that mirrored the same steady character he'd voiced for 4 decades. The statement read that he'd passed away peacefully, surrounded by his loving family, and held in the hearts of his many friends and countless fans worldwide. The family asked that his legacy be honored through action, serving communities, leading with compassion, integrity, and loyalty. Closing with a simple phrase that quickly became the defining line of his tributes, "Be strong enough to be gentle." Cullen is survived by his 4 children, Angus, Claire, Pilar, and Clay, the latter a working stunt performer and coordinator. His loss landed particularly heavily given the timing, arriving within the same week as the deaths of Dolly Parton and Tim Curry, leaving many fans mourning multiple beloved public figures in extremely close succession. Peter Cullen spent more than 40 years teaching generations of children what it sounded like to lead with strength and genuine kindness at once. The wave of nostalgia following his death, from viral clips of Optimus Prime's final message to fans revisiting the 2007 films that first introduced so many of us to that voice, says everything about the size of the mark he actually left. His family's closing words remain the truest tribute of all: be strong enough to be gentle. For 4 decades, that's exactly what Peter Cullen's voice taught the world: one Saturday morning cartoon and one blockbuster film at a time. If this tribute moved you, share your favourite Peter Cullen performance in the comments and subscribe for more heartfelt stories from the world of film and television.